So, the start of the weekly horoscope with a good news that astrology for beginners course is going to start on 9th of March 2024. So, you can be part of this divine batch. What you have to do, just send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you and brief you everything about this course. Enrollment already started. And the Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. We are here with a weekly horoscope. The week just started. What's for you for all 12 ascendants? Let's welcome Akash Chauhan ji from Calgary, Canada. Akash ji, Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji, Ram Ram. Today we are going to discuss about weekly horoscope. I know it is late and it is almost Monday morning, early morning. But yes, this is how your week starts, February 25th to 2nd of March. Let's start with Aries ascendant people. When we talk about Aries ascendant here, 26th of February, that is tomorrow, 26th of February, Moon will enter into Virgo. Moon enters into the 6th house. And here it enters not alone, he's sitting with Ketu. So we have to be very careful during this time in terms of any kind of legal trouble, action. Sorry to say, this is also the area of workplace. So many people can get a little bit bad or, good, some difficult news from the workplace. But still, there is a lot of support right now as well because your Lagna Lord is in the 10th house and exalted. Okay, here health wise you have to be careful, food poisoning or some kind of thing related to stomach issues, stomach upsets that can happen to you. Then 28th of February, Moon enters into Libra. Now here, Moon is the Lord of the 4th house and sitting fourth from itself. This is a very, very good sign. This is the time the Kendra Lord is in Kendra and very positive for partnerships, for relationships. Any problem going on between your partners, between relationships, this is an exactly very, very good time for you to reconcile. On the other hand, Jupiter will be aspecting Moon and making a Gaj Kesari Yog. So very, very good luck in terms of approach to other people, especially in partnerships or in anything related to something that is related to sharing of things. Maybe sharing of some kind of asset, some kind of partnership money. Because later on in this week, March 2nd, Moon will enter into the 8th house. Now, when Moon enters into the 8th house, it is sitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth from the fifth from the 4th house. So that means there will be some creativity that you will be putting towards something, especially getting money out of partnership or getting some kind of investment. Return of some investment is also possible. Those who are going through Moon Dasha and Antatasha might feel a very spiritual presence of God near them. This is what you can expect during this period in this week. Overall, if we talk about bigger planets, everyone is in good position. Venus is in good position. Mars is in good position in the 10th house. Your career is going to be very good. Rahu in the 12th house, foreign travel for people can be triggered during this period because very soon next week, Moon will be coming into the 9th house. So there can be some kind of foreign travel that can trigger. But hopefully, this week should be an awesome week for you. Do let us know how it is going, and we can confirm back below that how accurate it is. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Thank you so much. Moving on to Taurus ascendant people. Now, for Taurus ascendant people, Moon is the 3rd house lord. And in this week, no bigger major planet is transiting. Only Moon is transiting into different places. Now, Moon, especially the 3rd house lord sitting third from itself in the 5th house, can create some problem in the creative zone for you, in the creative area. Trouble related to children, or maybe some kind of trying for progeny and stuff like that, not working out during this week. So this week it is going to be a little bit challenging, and especially Moon sitting with Ketu in the 5th house. Be very careful, those who are into speculative investments. No speculation, no investments in stock market till at least till March 2nd. After March 2nd, then it is okay, but not right now. Okay, so this is very, very extremely important. Moving on, February 28th is when Moon will enter into Libra into the 6th house. So the 3rd house lord in the 6th house, that means little bit of again, not tough time, but struggle, struggle related in your workplace. A lot of busy you will be at your workplace. There can be good news in terms of some kind of discipline that you're trying to follow. This is the time that you will be aligned with that effort, the energy of effort towards that discipline. On the other hand, those who are applying for loans and debts and things like that, maybe some enemies who are trying to trouble you, this is the time that you will have to put extra effort to move in that direction or get good results from that direction. That especially you have to be extra careful of enemies during this time. Then moon enters into Scorpio this week. The moon entering into the third house lord in the fifth house means there will be some good news in partnerships, in relationships. Maybe those who are in love and stuff like that, they can have some good moments together, or they can have a good time together. On the other hand, if you are thinking about marriage or something, this is also a good time that you may get some kind of what do you say, some kind of green signal that okay, let's go ahead. In terms of job also, this is a very good time because the moon is sitting 10th from the 10th. This is seventh house of status. So those who are expecting some status, the growth of status, it is possible here. You may hear some good news or maybe some good review about you from your workplace. So all the best. Those who are also trying to apply for work, very good time for you. Very good. You may find work. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can go click on it, and you can then discuss your chart details with me if you want. And those who are new, do subscribe for weekly predictions. Gemini ascendant. Now, when we talk about Gemini ascendant people, Moon is the second house lord, a Maraka. That means he's a killer, as well as the owner of the wealth. Now, second house lord sitting, third from itself in the house, fourth house of mother. Careful in the health of the mother. During the beginning of the week, you have to be, mother's health is number one priority. Second is also careful in driving, because Ketu is the planet who can make you absent minded. That means you can daydream, and this is 4000th house of vehicles as well. Okay, this shows that there is some expenses that can come either at your home, either at your vehicle. So we want to be careful during this time. See, Moon is the owner of the second house, that is the house of bank balance, fixed assets, right? Coming third from itself, that means it will create challenge in fixed assets. It can make you spend some money from your bank account. So we want to be safe enough. If there's money, a good time for do charity. Okay, in your mother's name, do charity, and especially charity. Green grass to cow is good charity. Moving on, Moon enters into Virgo into the fifth house. Whenever there will be connection with its second and the fifth house, there will be money, wealth. There will be some kind of wealth. If any wealth you are expecting from speculative investments, any wealth that you are expecting to receive from your children, any wealth that you are expecting to, come from some creative endeavor that you have already done and you are not able to monetize, this is the time that some good news can come to you. This is also the house of upper abdomen, like stomach, the upper intestines. What I think that's what it's called. It is a time that milk should be avoided during this time. Whenever second house lord will be in the fifth house, milk should be avoided by people. So milk and milk products should be avoided for 2 or 3 days. Because the reason is that moon becomes debilitated. Okay, right? It comes to the sixth house, gets debilitated. Here debilitated moon means a challenge in health. And you know what happens, it's not like health gets bad today only. It actually begins from little bit of our pre-investment of food and stuff like that. And since moon is becoming debilitated in the sixth house, so workplace problem, there can be some challenges in the workplace. For this, Lord Shiva should be clearly, you should be reciting Om Namah Shivaya all this week. Secondly, there can be problem in the stomach area. Thirdly, if you talk about some problem related to what do you say, enemies, debts that you had applied for some kind of loan, it is going to be a little bit delayed now. On the other hand, if you're foreign country, if you're thinking about going to foreign country or do something in a foreign country, very good, because moon is putting an exalted aspect in the 12th house. So every negative comes with a positive. If you're waiting to hear of some news from a foreign country about your job, that is also very positive here. So all the best. Moving on to Cancer ascendant. Now, when we talk about Cancer ascendant people, Moon is the owner of the ascendant and sitting third from itself with Ketu. Communication challenge in communication area, challenge in area that are related to written communication. So if you are expecting some kind of written communication to come to you during this week, uh, do not follow up right now. Let 28th of February happen and then follow up, because if it comes now, it can be even bad news. So we don't want to invoke that energy at all. Let patience. Patience is required. Then moon enters into Libra. Now here the Lagna Lord in the fourth house. There can be some good news coming from in the area, from real estate, from your mother, from property, for something related to your inner peace, happiness, your social security, emotional security will be very very sorted during this time. There can also be good investments that you can do in terms of a vehicle or a house. Uh, Also remember, Moon is aspecting Jupiter in the 10th house, and Jupiter is aspecting back Moon in the 4th house. That means this is Gaj Kesari Yog. If you are thinking of anything related to job, asking something in the job area, after February 28th till March of 2, it is very good time to discuss your professional growth. That is where you may find some benefit, or don't do it before 28, do it after 28, because then you will get some positive news. Moon then enters into Scorpio, becomes debilitated in the 5th house. Now here, whenever Moon will be debilitated, uh, it is not very bad here, by the way, because it is sitting 5th from the Lagna and aspecting the 11th house of gains. So what is Moon doing? Moon is actually making a relation with 1st house, 5th house, and 11th house. That means, because the hard work, yeah, extra hard work will be required towards children, extra hard work in education, extra hard work in your creativity, extra hard work in love affairs. Everything is real, but there will be gains. You yourself will make this Moon during this time, from March 2nd to March 4th, till my birthday, March 4th. So wish me. You will make your Moon very very strong, and you can expect some good, very very awesome results when Moon is debilitated here. So this time when Moon is getting debilitated, it is positive, because there is no one else with Moon. Moon is all alone, debilitated. It will be powerless, but it will be powerful in the 11th house to get big gains in life. Rohit ji. We cannot hear you, Rohit.
People who want to learn astrology, there is good news for them. Astrology for beginners course starting from 9th of March 2024. Enrollment already started, and what you have to do, you have to just send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, and he will contact you and you will be part of this divine batch. So hurry up, because enrollment already started.
Yes, Yogi. Moving on to Leo ascendant people. So for Leo ascendant, Moon is the 12th house lord, and Moon will be sitting third from the 12th house in the second house. That means, due to some kind of journey, due to some kind of foreign lands, there can be some kind of expenses that can come your way. There will be also chances that you may find something related to some fixed, or your bank account may have a little dent. Whenever Moon will be with Ketu, there will be a little bit of turbulence in that area. So speech wise, you have to be careful. Do not speak, do not commit during this period something. On the other note, make sure that during this period, there is going to be little bit challenge in the area related to your family. Your family may feel little bit disconnected to you, because second house is the house of family as well. Whenever Ketu and Moon will be together, Moon also start acting like Ketu, and you can become disconnected. Okay, so you have to be careful. But later, if this was the problem, if you're going through Moon Dasha and Antardasha, it will be more bigger problem. But not, if not, then this is the time that Moon enters into Libra, into the fourth house. So 10th house Lord, 12th house Lord is sitting fourth from itself. That means, if you are waiting for visa, if you are waiting for some kind of document, if you are waiting for some kind of communication related to your work as well, there will be positive news. If you are also waiting for some long distance travel, if you are waiting for some approval of some university for higher education, awesome time for you. Why? Because Moon is aspecting the ninth house. Ninth house is the house of higher education, and where Jupiter is aspecting Moon back. So that means that good communication, good news in communication is supposed to come to you this week. So all the best. Later, March 2nd, Moon will become debilitated. So Moon becomes debilitated in the home area, in your house, okay, and in your family, with your mother's side. But what does it is doing in this positive sense? It is making a putting an exalted aspect on the 10th house of your career. So here your career will be at peak, your career will be doing good. But because of this career, you have to balance the losses that you may have in the home area. Because see, it is Moon here is clearly the owner of the expenses. House of expenses, it is the owner, it is coming into the fourth house. There will be expenses in the house, there will be growth in the where moon is aspecting. So in the house, expenses can be there. There can be suddenly for your mother, you might have to spend some money. Suddenly for traveling outside the country, you have to spend some money. So it all depends on what kind of situation you are into, but expenses is going to happen in your home in some area or the other. So hopefully this is a very, very awesome week for you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Make sure that you, if you want, we can talk about your chart in detail. But otherwise, have a very, very great week. Virgo ascendant people. When we talk about Virgo ascendant, Moon is the 11th house lord. Now this is the sign of Mercury, Virgo, right? Mercury rules the Virgo sign, and here Moon enters into Virgo only in the Lagna. 11th house lord in the Lagna. This means that with Ketu, there can be some detachment because of your own actions from your friends. There can be some trouble that you can create in your social network area, in your social, like, this is the time that do not type any rubbish on social media. Do not try to be political, try to be support some community or something. No, nothing at all. This is the time that defame, whenever Rahu and whenever Moon and Ketu are in the first house of people, it can cause defame also. So we don't want any kind of situation like that. But on the other hand, Moon is aspecting the seventh house as well, where Rahu is. Here, Rahu will try to protect this aspect as much as he wants. So your relationship will be good, but emotionally, don't become an emotional fool during this week. Later, Moon enters into Libra. So this is the time of money, 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 money. Why? Because I always tell, whenever there will be a relation with the 11th house and the second house, there will be some kind of wealth that you can expect, and that wealth can come through your effort that you have put it in the past and you forgot about it, that okay, nothing is going to work in this area. Suddenly something will work. You get some contract, maybe some kind of communication comes to you that okay, let's do this, let's do that. And here is what you have to be careful, because Moon is a very continuous process. So here you will be promised about money and stuff like that, and then March 2nd is when Moon will enter into Scorpio, into your third house, and become debilitated. Now, when Moon is debilitated, it is the time from 2nd March to 4th March not to give any answer, and that answer should not be related to, what you say about your like, if someone asks, okay, let us know if you want to do this work or no, don't give answer till 2nd to 4th of March. Think about it, because this is the time when Moon becomes debilitated in the third house of communication. If you give your commitment during this period, you can feel like a little bit of what you say, struggle in the future, that why did I do this commitment, it was not required and stuff like that. So we don't want to do any commitment. Later, after 4th of March, your Moon will come into the 4th house, aspect the 10th house, then do whatever commitment you want, but not right now. This is not the week of commitment. This is the week of just getting an offer and thinking over it, that what should we do. So all the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. If for personal appointments, if you want to book, we can book. And there is a new course that is starting. If you want to join that, there is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click on it and you can come and we can talk about it. For Libra ascendant people, when we talk about Libra, Moon is the lord of the 10th house, going into the 12th house with Ketu. Sorry to say, Libra ascendant people, be careful during this week, in the beginning of the week. Those who are not employed, those who are self-employed, okay, no matter at all. But those who are employed, they may face a little bit of trouble, maybe loss of job as well. I'm sorry, I don't want to put these things in universe outside, but whatever is true is true. Whenever Moon is sitting with Ketu, there is a lot of detachment, and here it is the lord of the 10th house sitting third from itself. So struggle in the work area, simple as that. Bhavat Bhavam concept. Then later Moon enters into Libra. Okay, before that, this is also the time when you will be completely, absolutely religious, spiritual, and do expenses as well. So best part to do expenses during this time is to feed the poor, feed someone, some unfortunate person, or donate, do some donation. It is required. That will give you more blessings. Then Moon enters into Libra, into the Lagna, into the first house. Here Moon and see here, uh, actually in the Taurus ascendant, Moon becomes exalted in the Lagna. Okay, and here Moon is the 10th house lord. So that means Venus has given Moon importance, too much importance. That means to rule your career as well as to rule your fortune. When moon comes here, it is a very big deal because moon is also aspecting Jupiter and Jupiter is aspecting moon, creating a Vipreet Raj Yoga. And this will happen every month, by the way. Every month there will be different results because here Jupiter is also receiving the aspect of Mars. So that means so many things keep changing every week, every 2 weeks. But this time, from your own effort, from your own brain, from your own emotional thing, you will achieve something very good in partnerships. Or maybe if there is any problem that is going on between you and your your loved ones, there will be some good news. There will be, I think, reconciliation during this time. So make the most of it. You will be bright, powerful, and very intelligent during this time. So all the best. But later on, moon enters into Scorpio. This is the time we become emotional fool because moon becomes debilitated. It is powerless. So your brain has become powerless. And what is the second house? Is the house of your bank account, fixed assets. We don't want to put hand in your pocket, remove some money and spend it. This is also the house of speech. Moon become debilitated here. If in office area, in the work area, in career area, if you want to speak something, just hold on for 2 days. After 4th of March, if there is any meeting, if you can delay it. Family wise, if there is any commitment that you're supposed to do, just hold on. There is not going to be, you cannot be able to fulfill that during this time. After 4th of March, when my birthday comes, do whatever you want. Send me a gift also. Okay. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. To those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. And there is an important astrology course that we are starting, Astrology for Beginners. It is going to be a very good 6 week 12 classes, 2 hours classes, good show. You will be able to learn everything from the scratch. Those who don't know astrology, they can come. They are most invited. Moving on to Scorpio ascendant people, when we talk about Scorpio, Moon is the lord of the ninth house. Here, Mars has given Moon the Bhagyastan, the house of your destiny. And when we talk about Mars and Moon conjunction, remember, whenever Moon and Mars will conjunct, what will happen? It is called Mahalakshmi Yoga. Mahalakshmi Yoga is very important whenever Moon and Mars is coming together. There is one very good remedy. I'm just telling you, if anyone has Moon and Mars together, they should take one small earthen pot made out of clay, put little bit of milk, 1 or 2 drop of sindoor or red sandalwood and freeze it. You will start getting abundance, money in abundance in your house. It will not stop. So all the best. Moon enters into Virgo. Virgo is the 11th house here. Moon is ninth, like sitting third from the ninth house. That means struggle in your destiny. Something that you were supposed to get from your destiny will suddenly you will not get it. Your goals was supposed to complete because your destiny was saying, okay, I will be able to complete it. No, more hard work is required. On the other hand, if father is going through health problem, there will be a little bit more struggle. Moon is sitting in the house of 11th house of your social circle, and that it is sitting with Ketu. Okay, so here there can be detachment in that area. There can be little bit of trouble in the area related to your friend circle. So what do we need to do? We need to stay low and stay calm during the beginning of the week. Then Moon enters into Libra. Now here the ninth house lord and the 12th house lord is making a relationship. So what will you be doing? You will be booking tickets to go somewhere. You will be flying somewhere. You will be on a transit. You will be thinking of going for a long distance journey or going on a pilgrimage or going on some kind of temple, some kind of religious place, doing charity, being very spiritual. So it is a very good time. But because Moon is also sitting in the 12th house, so expenses will be on the rise. So control your brain. Meditation is very much required during this time, and Om Namah Shivaya is your mantra. Moon is just getting a lot of safe because of Jupiter. Jupiter from the 6th house is aspecting Moon, so that means it will be a pleasant transit, not a transit where you will have to go to hospital or jail or it sounds like that. So all the best. Moon then enters into Scorpio, into your Lagna. Now, Scorpio is the ninth house lord in the Lagna. Again, a very very good time, but here it becomes debilitated. Now, this is the challenge. Debilitated Moon in the Lagna, you will be confused how to take decision, what to take decision during this time. So, what should you do? You should just avoid taking the decision. But in the area of relationship, in the area of anything related to your love life, you can take the right decision because Moon is aspecting the 7th house with a exalted aspect. In fact, those who are also wanting to get something crazy, sudden out in their relationship or marriage or sudden proposals, you will be able to find that during this period. So I hope that this is going to be one of the best time for Scorpio ascendant people this week. And Rohitji, if you can tell them more about the course, it will be a very Good.
Yes, and the good news is that Astrology for Beginners course, after your repeated mails and messages, we started to the first batch of this year, 9th March 2024. So many people already enrolled, but you can be also part of this divine journey. What you have to do, just send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Team will brief you everything about this course. So hurry up because enrollment already started.
Thank you, Rohitji. Moving on to Sagittarius ascendant. When we talk about Sagittarius, Moon is the lord of the eighth house and going into the 10th house. Eighth house is the house of sudden ups and downs, and when Moon is sitting third from itself in the 10th house with Ketu, sudden ups and downs in the area related to your work. So no major decision in the work area, especially business, especially work, especially if you're an employee. No, nothing should be done. More spirituality should be done. If anyone is even saying you something, do not get provoked, do not reply back, because your time is bad. It is not about that. Your time is a little bit challenging when Moon and Ketu are together. But there is positive news that comes later on as soon as Moon enters into Libra. Now Moon enters into Libra here in the 11th house. That means gains. Those who are going through Moon Dasha and Antardasha, this is one of the best placement of Moon, by the way, in this chart. The eighth house lord sitting fourth from itself, sudden gains in area related to your friend circle, sudden gains in area related to your goals. Suddenly, out of nowhere, God will come and help you. This is the kind of area that this Moon has the power here. And Moon is right now, going to be waxing. That means, waning, because Moon has become its Purnima. Now it will be going down. So Moon will this week it is good power, but next week onward it'll go less power, less power, less power, less. So it is a very good time if you want to start something new, because see, the biggest thing that is happening is Moon sitting in the 11th house, aspecting the 5th house of startups, and Jupiter is giving aspect back, making Gaj Kesari Yoga. So it is very best time to start something new. So take this initiative, especially those who are in IT field, because Mars is also aspecting from the second house to the fifth house. So it is the fourth aspect on the fifth house. So there can be some new partnerships in the, or maybe the thinking that you have, right? Shall I start my own company and stuff like that? This is the right time. Then moving on to Mars entering into Scorpio into the 12th house. Here it is making a Viprit Raj Yoga. Viprit Raj Yoga, how? Because it is the 8th house lord going into the 12th house, getting debilitated. So double Raj Yoga. Debilitated planet, when it makes a Viprit Raj Yoga, it is going to give you more bigger pleasure, especially health related areas. If you are struggling, trouble, very good. Those who are just homemakers and those who just don't have nothing to do, it will be very good spiritually for them. Like spiritually, you will be very, very aligned. In fact, if enemies were trying to trouble you, this is the time your enemies will not be able to face you. So it's a very, very awesome week for you. Only beginning of the week, just be careful in the work area. End of the week, be happy, be spiritual, go to temple, have fun, go to some kirtan, go do some bhajan, whatever. You go to church, you go to mosque, do whatever you want, but there is going to be some good news that you will hear in the end of the week. That means something that was troubling you for a long period of time will end, and there will be solution for it. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. We are also starting a course for that also on the WhatsApp. If you click and discuss with Samantha, she will explain you what the course is. It starts from 9th of March every weekends, so you're all welcome. Capricorn ascendant people, here Lagna. See, Lagna is occupied by Mars. Mars is exalted. That means Capricorn people, ascendant people are at complete Josh. Okay. Now, Feb 26 is Moon enters Virgo in the 9th house with Ketu. Both are spiritual planets. That means you will be going through pilgrimage, any kind of pilgrimage, any kind of good places, temples. And Rohitji, this is exactly 110% true for you. You are going to pilgrimage right now. And see, Moon is sitting in the 9th house for you with Ketu. It has to take you to a long distance journey for pilgrimage at the moment. This is what is happening. But here we have to be careful about father. 9th house is also the house of father, the health of father. Especially father has to be very careful during this time if you are with them, to make sure that everything is safe. Ketu and Moon right now also means that there can be some kind of less fortunate events. That means your fortune, what we say, your luck will not be 100% supporting you, but spiritually it will be supporting you. So make sure that do more hard work than believe in luck. Then Moon enters into the 10th house. Now, Moon entering into the 10th house in the sign of Libra is a very, very good sign. 7th house Lord, exactly fourth from itself, and that is the house of career. So, if in the career area, if you're supposed to get some designation, supposed to get some kind of promotion, supposed to get some kind of recognition that you're waiting for, this is the right time. You may get recognition. There may be some kind of fame also that comes to you, and it is not because Moon is here. It is because Moon will be traveling 2nd of March and become debilitated in the 11th house. That means when Moon becomes debilitated here, your supports, your subordinates, your social people does not like your happiness, but you will be extremely happy. And I'm telling with evidence. You know why? Because see, this Moon from here is looking to the 5th house of real happiness, real joy. And it is also the house of children. So, good news from children, good news from education, good news from anything related to love life. So, what do we need more? This is if you are trying, or if you're feeling that you need to commit right now to someone saying that, okay, I love you and we want to get married, this is the time, because Moon is the 7th house Lord, debilitated and looking exalted in the 5th house. Or that means this is the time of commitment. So, all the best, man. Very, very nice, awesome week for you, Capricorn ascendant people. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and we are starting a new course called Astrology for Beginners. Those who don't know anything about astrology, those who don't know how to read charts. By the end of the course, in 12 classes and especially 6 weeks of intense, you can't even, like those who have done the course, they know how it is. It is intense. It is not beginners, it is very advanced. And you will be able to see and read your chart very nicely. And then that is your own research, okay? We can just show you how to drive 10 days driving classes, then you drive on yourself on the road. If you need help, I'm always there. All the best and take care. Aquarius ascendant people. When we talk about Aquarius ascendant people, especially the Lagna Lord is very powerful right now. Okay, it is in the Lagna. It is combust. I know, sorry for that, but still it is in the Lagna, very powerful. And here Moon rules the 6th house. That means Saturn does not like Moon so much. But beginning of the week only, Moon makes a Viprit Rajyog. Even if he does not like, what happens? Moon is sitting with Ketu in the 8th house. Now Ketu, Parashara ji says, Kuja eva Ketu. Like Ketu and Kuja, I mean Mars, are the same. They are no one else. Like Mars also is a warrior, Ketu is also a warrior. That's why you can see this Ketu holding a sword in his hand, you know, everything. He does not have head, still he has sword, he wants to fight. Same way, this is the time of 8th house. When the 6th house Lord is in the 8th house, there is some kind of trouble that is related to hospitals, or some kind of trouble that is related to some surgery, or some kind of trouble that is related to some kind of you hurt your ankle, your stomach problem, food poisoning, doctor, menstrual cycle problem, something related to health, sudden ups and downs, accidents. Okay, daydreaming. Whenever the 6th house Lord is in the 8th house, it is making a Viprit Rajyog. That means something will happen, not affect you at all, but it will happen. So you will go through a little bit of trauma or some turmoil in your head during this time. So be careful. Later, Moon enters into a very, very favorable place. 6th house Lord in the 9th house. That means in your workplace, in something related to your enemies, in something related to your, what we say, some kind of debt or some kind of money that you want, there will be some miracle that can happen. And Moon in the 9th house is a very, very comfortable place for Moon. Here, especially Libra sign, very comfortable because it gets exalted in, Taurus. It is for Libra. It is a very good sign. Here, Moon can give you something out of the blue. Like suddenly you will get some gains in your work area. Suddenly you will get some gains through enemies. Such people, in the real sense, can earn. Their destiny will always work through enemies. That means what should they do? They should go into profession like lawyer. I'm just talking about a general Moon, because whenever the 6th house Lord is sitting fourth from itself or sixth from itself, like for example, if Moon was sitting in the 11th house, you could have become a lawyer because no one will be able to or a doctor, because then no one can do anything to you. You will always win. Moon then enters into Scorpio, becomes debilitated in the 10th house, little bit troubles, tension in the work area, and mostly tension can be lot of hard work, lot of demand, lot of things people trying to ask from you, and lot of things that you want to fulfill, because you will not be able to fulfill. And the reason is because Moon is putting an exalted aspect on the 4th house, so you'll be more occupied in the home area. There will be some kind of auspicious event or something happening in the own where you will not be able to give too much attention to the too much attention to the work area. So be careful during this time. But overall, very nice week. Huh? Destiny is going to be rising. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And those who want to join my course, there is a course that is starting. So again, WhatsApp, and you will get all the information. Moving on to Pisces ascendant, one of the best ascendants in the world. Moon enters into Virgo. Moon enters into the seventh house. The fifth house lord is in the seventh house. Breakups, relationship problems, separation. These are the things that will be highlighted in the beginning of the week. So what we need to do is we need to zip our mouth. If your woman or if your man is telling that there is some problem, so just tell them, okay, man, I'm just quiet. Let's wait for moon to become okay, because moon becomes goes into the eighth house. Whenever fifth house lord and eighth house have any kind of relationship, there will be speculative gains suddenly. So if speculative gains is where you're looking for, there will be some kind of speculative gains. But since it is in the eighth house, you have to be careful in terms of driving and all, because moon is the mind and you can be daydreaming and something can happen. There is sudden ups and downs. Then moon enters into the ninth house, becomes debilitated here. Now, what does it mean? That your destiny will not be very, very prominent during this period supporting you, but your communication will be at peak. You will be completely with clarity. There will be blessing from God on you rather than your destiny. So this is the time to make sure that your communication, if you want to communicate something to someone, especially your father, your mentors, your bosses, this is a very good time. Especially siblings also, if you want to take some kind of advantage from siblings or give them some advantage, this is also very good period. Overall for Pisces season people this week, only one small thing, that is relationship wise, be careful, because your fifth house lord is going to go into the seventh house, third from itself. So struggle in communication, in relationship. Fifth house lord is going into the eighth house. That means speculative gains, sudden gains, and fifth house lord is going fifth from itself and getting debilitated. So little bit trouble in education through children. But very good things in communication, in siblings, in your fame name will be up. So it's a very fun-filled week. But let's hope for the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments and the course which Rohit ji will give you more information about.
And the information about course is that we are here with a new batch starting from 9th of March, astrology for beginners course. That means you can be anywhere in the world. You can join this course from your home and learn with Akashji, with presentations, with examples, with case studies. So here is the time to start, and you can join this course. Send your details on the mail ID or WhatsApp number. Team will contact you and tell you everything about this course. Thank you very much, Akashji.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. We'll meet you in some another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai
Jai Hind,
Hanuman,
Jai
Jai
Hind.
Mata.